Sorry for the low lighting. Shalom, shalom, greetings. In the name of Masha, Moses, and the name of Yahushua, one they call Jesus, I greet you, a servant of Yah and a brother. My name is Eshar'ΑL, Nazir to Yehua, firstborn son of Jonathan or Yahunathan, and our house is called House High Noon, Man of the High Noon, Eahauah. I am just making this video in the moment. It's sometime past 1 o'clock in the morning here. I'm in Los Angeles in the mountains of the Santa Monica Mountains. And I just want to give this message as a timestamp and as a record. The things that are unfolding right now before my very eyes, the things that I'm hearing and perceiving in my spirit they're too profound. It's almost too much to bear. The beauty of the Father's ways and what he reveals and how his ways are so mysterious and intertwined and beautiful. I don't even know where to start to begin to relay these stories, but I just wanted to say that this is a very special time. And I wanted to say to those who have not learned and understood that according to his 10 commands that he gave us through his servant Masha, that one of those commands is in fact the sign that seals us as his children. He declared it, not me. He declared it through his servants. He said that his sign for his son Israel, always in the singular when he's referring to us because we are one son to him. One son, Eshar'ΑL, which means to do the straightness of Yah. We are his son. And he has given us times and signs, he has given us the luminaries for times and for signs and for seasons. And now, this past week, we had a once-in-a-blue moon occurrence, a real blue moon. I understand it only happens every 30 years. At the same time, how is it possible that this is my 50th year, which in modern Hebrew we would call the Shemitah, although that's modern Hebrew, not Lashon Kadash, the sacred tongue, which will be restored according to his word, as has been prophesied through his servants, or servant. So, one son, and I speak to that brother, and there is a mystery to be revealed. It's about two brothers that did not share the guilt of 10 others. Those two brothers were Yusuf and Benjamin. And Benjamin had a name that was given to him first. His first name was given to him from his mother. And I would encourage you to seek that out because it is a key to a mystery. His second name was given to him by his father. Those two boys, those two men represent, in my view and understanding, the two angels that sit on the actual seat of the mercy seat, two brothers facing one another, innocent brothers who loved one another. And this is the picture that we are to reach for, strive for, grasp for, hold on tight. The picture of Yusuf being reunited with his brother Benjamin. I'm not saying Benjamin correctly. I haven't said it enough to be able to pronounce it, but I know how to say Yusuf. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. He's still doing a work in me. It's only been 3 years, and a tree, we are forbidden to eat the fruit of a tree for 3 years, and this is just my first year. So this is new fruit, and there will be more. But there are no but. And on top of this, I'm going to share one example. Today, I encountered a woman named Paige who I went to high school and elementary school with. She was one of my first loves, and we didn't connect after high school and elementary school for 20 years. I then saw her 20 years later in a place here in California, in Los Angeles, called Malibu. In Hebrew, Malibu. It actually means 1 million. I did not know that, but Ariel, Cohen, Alloro taught me that. He is my teacher, and I have learned so much from him, and I hope also to celebrate him soon as a brother. I'd encourage you to look him up on Facing Each Other. He has a tremendous key to the language. He is an incredible man, and he has much to teach us. I also want to introduce you to Ariel Bar Tzadok. He also does not fully know me as a brother, but I believe he will, and I trust he will. He is a man of integrity. He has fervor and regard for the Most High and reverence. He also has much to teach and share. I consider both of these men brothers and teachers, men that I respect, men that I admire, but men that have not come into the fullness of the truth, and nor have I. I have only experienced the fullness of the Spirit of truth, and the fullness of when a father and a son become one, a rock. And that picture is a picture that I have experienced so far with my dad, my birth dad, whose name is Yehunathan, or John. I will also experience that with a brother. And when that happens, the sacred triangle will be completed. And so I look forward to that day and the blessing of my first brother to truly fulfill what is and what I call the reunital or the reunion of Benjamin and Yusuf. I mention a man by name today, a young boy, maybe not yet fully a man, but he is a man by his birth and age. His name is Jesse. In Hebrew, Jesse, in ancient Hebrew, in the Lashon Kadash, Jesse is Ishai. That's the last name that I took to honor my father, who most called David, who I would say in ancient Hebrew is Dude. The Most High has a sense of humor. Just like the movie The Big Lebowski, Hadud, the Dude, yes, by two Cohen brothers. He works in mysterious ways. So this picture of two brothers is part of a triangle. And 4 triangles have 3 sides. 4 times 3 equals 12. The base of that triangle is the 4 corners of the earth, based and established upon love, established upon love, truth, justice, and righteousness. Those are not aspects of the Most High. That is what the Most High is. He is truth. He is love. He is justice. He is righteous. Righteousness is lawfulness. Of course, the master of the law, the one that gave it to us, also fulfills it. He fills it in the physical. He fills it in the spiritual. 2 realms, 2 faces to 1 coin that we must set up on its side and point it straight and walk before him straightly as his servant, ultimately to become his son. B'nai Eahauah. So I bring this message to you. It's a teaser. It's to give him glory, to sing praise to the Most High Yah, Eahauah Alahaym. His name is not Jehovah. His name is not Jah. His name is not Yah. His name, in simple terms, is the letter E with a lowercase a and a uppercase H. Yah. It sounds like a Y, Yah, because we say it fast, Yah, and the E and the A become close together in our speech, and it starts to sound and form a Yah or a Y, what we think of as a Y, Yah. But Y is actually 2 letters in one form, E and I. And when we reduce the Y to its true form, which is the Yud, the hand, it comes in 2s. And this is why the letter Y has 2 bridges in one root, because it represents a man with 2 arms and 2 hands. That's the Y. So if you see me transliterate in a Y, anytime it comes at the beginning of a word or throughout a word, it's E. At the end of a word, it's I. And when it comes 2 of them together, then we say Ei. And so we don't say Lachaim, we say Lachaim, which means life, to life. Ha'im.
We say ha'iyim to distinguish that there are two euds, not one, because there is no confusion in his tongue, but clarity and truth. And language, and the purpose of language, is for us to be clear with one another, for us to have a shared common reality that is clear and understandable. The most perfect language is a simple language that even a child can understand. We don't need vowel points. All the vowels are already there in the Hebrew. We don't need vowel points. That's an imposed dialect that we received in Babylon. What we need is to understand context, and to understand that one word has different context depending on how it's used. Now, in the English language, there's a man who does a very funny skit. He's a comedian named, I believe, ISMO, and he does a skit on the two words that are slang and crude here, but he makes a wonderful point about language and these words, and he does it using the words shit and ass. And I would encourage anyone that sees this video to go and search out his videos on those two words, shit and ass, by ISMO, and laugh and understand that he's not being impure. He's actually speaking the truth, revealing truth. And those words don't have to be impure words if we use them truthfully. A word becomes impure when we defile it with falsehood. Now, there are some words that are so strong that they should be handled with care, and some words that have connotations that can be very dark or dirty, and so they should be handled with care. But I encourage you to go out and search that out and understand, because the beginning of our freedom is in language and the tongue. And the tongue is mightier than a two-edged sword. And we have two witnesses that profess his word to us. One that we can see and one that we can hear. One is written and one is spoken. And these two witnesses are represented by the servants Masha, who most know as Moses, or Moshe. His ancient Hebrew name is Masha, Mim, Shin, Ha'e, and the servant, the Lamb of Yah,